So you know that motivation doesn't last forever. Eventually, you're going to experience some dips. So I am motivated for a fair amount of time, but sometimes I really don't feel like studying or doing a certain thing. This is where self-discipline comes into play. And you are probably struggling with it, that is why you clicked on this video. Discipline is simply doing the thing that you don't feel like doing. So the first step is the 5-second rule. When you need to study, you might find yourself overthinking it and just putting it off. But most students don't realize that the more you put your studying off, the more your brain convinces you to not study. So when you need to study, you have to count to 5, and at the end of 5 seconds, you have to sit on your desk to study without any second thoughts. Just counting to 5 could literally save you hours of procrastination. Every person has a 5-second window in which you can move from idea to action before your brain kicks into full gear and sabotages any change in behavior. Because remember that your brain is wired to stop you from doing things that are uncomfortable. This is a very important tip that I had learned from Mel Robbins. Now, the second tip is to start small. This is something that so many people do wrong. Now forget about studying for a second. This tip literally applies to everything. Imagine two people. The first guy has set a goal to study for 4 hours a day, and the second guy has set a goal of studying 30 minutes a day. Now who do you think will succeed? Obviously, the second guy has a higher chance of sticking to the habit than the first guy. The first guy will study for 4 hours a day for like 2 or 3 days and then just forget about it. But the second guy will stick to it because it isn't hard as 4 hours. What you have to realize is that discipline is not a big action. Instead, it is the small actions that later builds into big and better actions. So take working out as an example. You will not just start with a Sam Sulek style workout on your first day. Instead, you will try to work out for like 5 minutes or even 10 minutes to start and then slowly build up the time. The same thing applies to studying. Instead of setting a goal of studying 2 hours a day, set a goal of studying for just 10 minutes or literally 5 minutes a day. And once you have already started doing it, you will most likely continue. Now, I'm not telling you to study for only 10 minutes for your entire life. You will obviously have to increase that time gradually. The third thing is that you have to realize that there is no perfect time. You know what I mean, and you are guilty of it. We always wait for that perfect time to start. For example, it is 2:38 and you just say that you will sit to study at 3. You know that it is just a coping mechanism, so you feel less guilty at the moment. You say that because you don't want to work. You just have to realize that the more you do the things you don't want to do, the more easier they will become. Just use the 5-second rule for this. The fourth tip is to visualize your success. You have to feel motivated by looking at your future self achieving the goal that you have set. Always look at the bigger picture. So this was all for this video. If you have made it till the end, then just tap your back because very less people have the attention span to watch a video till the end. This is a sign that you are improving. Don't forget to put in the work.